Well, I tell you that you're not going to believe this, but I think we're actually past that point, aren't we? Bay Area school tried woke kindergarten. Test scores dropped more. Surprise, surprise. When you start training children to just be revolutionaries instead of teaching them like math and literacy skills, grades go down. Isn't that interesting? So it says a low performing Bay Area elementary school saw its student achievement dip even further after introducing woke kindergarten. Glassbrook Elementary School in Hayward paid $250,000 for a company called Woke Kindergarten to train its teachers in topics like white supremacy and oppression. This is reported in the San Francisco Chronicle. Now, to pay for this woke kindergarten, the school used federal funds, money from a federal program meant to help boost test scores for the country's lowest performing schools. So it's supposed to boost test scores, but not brainwashing scores or like brick throwing scores. Let's see, woke kindergarten's curriculum, which can be used with any of Glassbrook Elementary's 474 students, includes a woke word of the day, words like strike, ceasefire, and protest. This is meant to introduce children to a language of the resistance or a liberatory vocabulary in a way that they can easily digest, understand, and most importantly, use in critiques of the system. Well, it seems like they forgot to add, destroy their country and ruin their own futures. Now, obviously, this would all be insane for kindergartners, but this is for all of the students, not just the kindergarten, all of the students in the school. Now, this sounds exactly like critical pedagogy. What's that? Critical pedagogy embraces the belief that educators should encourage learners to examine power structures and patterns of inequality through an awakening of critical consciousness in pursuit of emancipation from oppression. So they're trying to brainwash them into being revolutionaries. What kind of revolutionary, I wonder? Well, let's look a little deeper into this critical pedagogy. Oh, here we are. The theory is influenced by Karl Marx. Who else? All right, this is the least surprising thing imaginable, isn't it? Because everything we see on the left these days, its foundation is Marxism. That's the ultimate goal for everything. Gender theory, critical pedagogy. The BLM founders very proudly said that they're trained Marxists. At the bottom of it all, it's all about revolutionary communists, and that's what they're trying to turn those kids into. Let's take a look at their website for Woke Kindergarten. Here we go, right off the bat on their homepage. So you made it to a protest, a sensory guide for kids. This is the goal. Whether the kids even understand why they're at a protest doesn't matter. The goal is to make sure they get nothing but Marxist propaganda their entire lives. Let's see, Black Trans Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Tamir Rice. Got all the kids here doing the raised Black Lives Matter fist. I'm guessing they're not going to mention anything about all that money that went missing or all those houses they bought for themselves in white neighborhoods, by the way. Here, Black Teachers Matter. So another goal here, obviously, is to racialize all of these kids, to teach them that identity is the most important thing about you. And once you've been placed into your identity group, there is one acceptable ideology for you. And by the way, everybody who doesn't agree with it is a Nazi and a white supremacist, even if they look like the other people in your identity group. Funny how that happens. Let's see, here's Woke Wonderings. I wonder, if we eradicate borders, how might we build our communities to include and support neighbors from all over the world? So that doesn't look like it's going to increase math scores. It looks like they want to eradicate borders. But let's go along with this. It says, I wonder if we eradicate borders, how we might build our communities to include and support neighbors from all over the world. Well, you don't have to wonder. You'll just simply destroy your country, and it will be terrible for everybody. Yeah, I've got a feeling that woke kindergarten isn't really very big on non-woke economics or just reality. It says everyone should feel safe. Well, if woke kindergarten gets its way, nobody will feel safe because there won't be any police. Here's something they call big concepts for little people in 60 seconds. I wonder if this is propaganda.
Jordan Neely by Little Power, Woke Kindergarten. This is Jordan Neely. He did not have a home, so he spent a lot of time on the subway.
Where he was constantly terrifying everybody.
On the subway, he danced like Michael Jackson. In the city, he had lots of fans. Even though many people liked the way he danced,
They didn't like the way that he terrified them with his threats. So, who is woke kindergarten? Well, this person, Kai Gross, who's a they them, is an abolitionist early educator. And as an abolitionist, she literally means abolishing the United States. Let's hear about her plans in her own words.
states has no right to exist. I believe every settler colony who has committed genocide against native peoples, against indigenous people, has no right to exist.
Well, I guess since what she just described is just simply the history of the entire world, I guess the entire world doesn't have a right to exist.
I believe in a free Palestine, from the river to the sea. I believe one day Palestine will be free. Is this news to anybody?
Well, to be completely frank, it's not entirely unexpected.
Y'all are the demons. Y'all are the villains. We've been trying to end y'all, get free of y'all.
So, y'all are the demons. Those are strong words. My only question is, who's she talking about there? She talking about white people or Jewish people? Just kidding. I'm sure that she's talking about both. So, how is all of this working out for Glassbrook? Well, Glassbrook has been using woke kindergarten for 2 years of a 3-year contract so far. In the meantime, the school's flagging student achievement has become even more dismal. English and math scores have both declined 4 percentage points each. Less than 4% of students were proficient in math. Less than 4% of students were proficient in math. And this is what they're doing to them. This is what they're offering them. A bunch of Marxist, racist garbage. But anyway, and less than 12% of students were proficient in English as of last spring. That is pathetic. And this is the best that they have to offer. In case you're wondering if they care more about revolution than they do about the actual children themselves and their futures, well, I guess we have our answer. It says here that some Glassbrook teachers have raised issues with woke kindergarten, charging it with being too heavy on progressive activism. Do you think so? Now, it turns out there's actually other ways to do this, though. Other Bay Area schools have tried a different approach. One San Francisco elementary school started a math intervention program that has raised the math proficiency rate from 15% to 50%. But guess what? Woke kindergarten and people who support companies like Woke Kindergarten, they don't give a shit about that. They don't care about their math proficiency. They don't care about their literacy. They care about creating an army of communist revolutionaries. And that's it. And after looking at their website, I don't know what more you need to see. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.